The problem which I was discussing about it, there was a slightly mistake is there over that. Okay. Anyway, well, I'll try to discuss the filter design again. Why these passive filters are being used is to eliminate the harmonics that in the last class I told about what what is the advantage of using about the passive filter design. This passive filter is used for to eliminate the harmonics, but in our case uh, of this course, the filter which is used to supply the reactive power required by the load, as well as it is it provide the path it provide the path for a particular frequency component of current. Okay. Maybe what I why I told about particular frequency. Maybe if it is single tune, then this particular frequency we have a double tune frequency components also for a double tune frequency components, and for triple tune frequency components also, for multiple frequency components also. But in our discussion, whatever I'm discussing is it is used to provide a path for a particular frequency component. In that, I have taken a problem where forget about the earlier discussion. Okay, for a time being, I tell where we need to consider this particular discussion also. What I mean to say, especially there is a mistake over there in calculating the filter reactance. In calculating the filter reactance, there is a mistake is there. Okay, that's what I would like to clarify over here also. Yeah, the load is of 1200 kVA, which is having about a 0.75 lagging for a distribution system, which is of a point. Maybe the load has been connected over here. Okay. Yeah. And this particular load is drawing about 30 percentage harmonic content. Harmonic of the load is 30 percentage of fundamental current. It is drawing about the harmonic content is 30%. In this 30 percentage of the load current, there is a predominant dominant frequencies of fifth harmonic, which is of 25%. Okay. And this particular load is connected about of 480 volts, and this 480 volts, which is it has been connected with the 1500 kVA of the transformer, 1500 kVA of the transformer. Yeah, which is having an impedance of 6%, which is having about impedance per unit impedance is of 60%. And then the source is driving the fifth harmonic voltage is also there. Source is drawing the fifth harmonic voltage of 1% of fundamental. For this, we are going to design a passive filter for this system. In this, whenever you are designing the filter, the passive filter, okay, in general, we need to consider the dominant frequency component. Here in this particular load, the dominant frequency is fifth, this of 25%, right? So we are going to design for the fifth harmonic. But we were not, we are going to design a passive filter for fifth harmonic. In designing the filter, what I told was in the last classes, we are providing the path for the fifth harmonic by connecting a passive filter. We are going to eliminate the fifth harmonic current. What exactly is happening is we are going to, instead of when there is a load, when there is no passive filter, the fifth harmonic current is going to flow this way. When there is a passive filter, it is going to flow from the passive filter to the load. Okay, load is expected to draw, but whereas the source is not going to provide the fifth harmonic current. Why? Because this path is providing very low impedance for the fifth harmonic current. For the fifth harmonic current, instead of going this way, it is going to flow this. The fifth harmonic current is going to flow this way, because this passive impedance is providing a low impedance path. Okay, yeah. While designing a passive filter, we need to consider the tolerance of the passive filter components. We need to consider the passive filter because no, the capacitance value may change because over a aging effect over a period of a time also. Even the passive filter is having a combination of capacitor, inductor, and then the resistance also, and then the resistor. While designing a filter, we were consider this kind of a change in the values of the capacitance, the tolerance of the capacitor or inductance value or the resistor value. We are going to design, instead of the fifth harmonic, we are going to select the 4 point or lower harmonics. Okay, lower harmonics, which is of a 4.7 number. And then the filter is a single tune filter, which we are going to design it to eliminate the fifth harmonic. If you look into the combination with respect to the three phase, okay, if you look into the three phase, how it looks like, just a minute, we'll go back. Yeah, this is the kind of the combination. We're going to design a filter to eliminate the fifth harmonic as well as the power factor correction also. Okay. The ultimate aim in designing the filter for the passive filter in the distribution system, in considering the power quality improvement, we are going to use that filter, the passive filter, to improve the power factor as well as to provide a path for a harmonic current also. Okay, yeah. Now what we need to was, we are going to compute the capacitor value, the second step, capacitor bank size, and then the resonant frequency also we are going to look into that. Okay, especially we are going to compute the capacitor size. For that, what they have given it, for the load we have seen it in just before. The load is of 1200 kVA of 0.75. It is of 0.75. We are designing the filter to supply to inject the reactive power and also to provide the path for a particular frequency. See, now the load power factor is 0.75 lagging. How much is the power factor to be improved? The power factor is to be improved in the sense, like, the power factor to be improved is the source only, the source power factor. What we are expected is the source power factor in the particular problem. We are going to improve this to 0.96. We are going to improve the 0.96. I'm not going to. We were going to improve the power factor of 0.96. For that, if you draw the power triangle, okay, in last class also I drawn it also. What exactly we are going to use was, we are going to, this is the power factor which is of a cos, maybe I was just making out as a pi is equal to the power factor, maybe, sorry, cos phi is of power factor. We are going to phi 1 here. This is about a phi 1. We are going to make use of this, the cos phi 2. Actually, this should be a phi 2 angle, and this should be a phi 1. We are going to supply the reactive power of this much. In order to improve the power factor to the phi 2, we need to supply this much of the reactive power of by the passive filter. We need to, in order to design the capacitor size, we need to know about this particular, how much is the Q. Okay. Okay. For that, maybe have given about in last class, maybe slightly there is a mistake over there in making out the equation. Okay. Now here it is about 1200 kVA, right? We can try to compute now. It is 1200. We were trying to see in this in the power triangle, the power is same. What we are going to is the power is equal to 1200 times of 1200 times of into a 0.75, the power factor which is we'll get around. We are going to find out this particular equation. See, for this power factor of cos phi 1 and cos phi 2, the real power is not going to change. The real power is not going to change. The changing value is phi 1 and phi 2. Okay, from this only we are going to evaluate what is the required amount of the capacitor bank which is required to improve the power factor of phi 2. For that, what we are excited is this power we are going to find out. We get around a 900 kilowatt. 900 kilowatt. Okay. Now the reactive power which is required, the Q which is required by the capacitor, the capacitor bank is equal to, one thing is 900 okay, 900 which is of tan of cos inverse of 0.75. We get about this particular entire the reactive power minus of, maybe you can make out here, minus of 900 of tan of, how much is the power factor to be improved is and cos inverse of 0.96. Okay, this way we are going to find out what will be, we are just find out this as well as this. We can find out this power factor which is of the capacitor sign. This was the equation which we did a mistake over there in the last class. Okay. Now we get the value of it is around 531.22 kVAR, 22 kilowatt ampere reactive. Okay. Yeah. After that, the entire equations are correct only. Maybe the way which they find it out as this was the equation which they did a mistake over there. But okay, anyway, I'll try to give out these equations. Now, what we are trying to find out is we are going to use about the, actually this should be not the capacitor bank. This should be a filter, Q filter. There should be Q filter because the filter is a combination of the reactor as well as the capacitor. Overallly, it has to supply the this much amount of the reactive power. This much amount of the reactive power it is need to send by this particular passive filter. So that's why reason is we need to consider this as the overall capacitor of 531. Now, what is the X filter? We can find out the X filter is equal to kV square into 100 by the Q filter. Q filter, which we get here it is. We get here it is 0.4337 ohms. We know that the voltage is 480 volts, right? We can go for a 480 square, or just a minute. It is not required to take for this. Yes. Yeah, kV square, right? Maybe you can go for a 0.48 square by the reactive power, which is of 531.22 into 1000. Okay, simply like it should be of voltage square by the Q reactive. We'll get about this particular value. Maybe okay, you get about the filter reactance. After that, the filter reactance is the combination of the capacitive reactance as well as the inductive reactance, also. Then we can find out what will be the X cap should be the capacitive reactance should be some H square times of XL, square times of HL. We will can able to find, you can substitute this particular equation of X filter is equal to X cap minus of X cap by H square. We get about the X cap is equal to X filter reactance into H square by H square minus 1. Okay, we will get about the X cap reactance is about if you substitute H, we have taken the H value around this. H value we have taken about the H value is 4.7. We can substitute over here, it is 0.4337 into 4.7 square by 4.7 whole square minus 1. We get about the value of this is 0.4543. You can find out about the kVAR, kilowatt the ampere reactive, how much it we required. It also is equal to the kV square, the kilo voltage. We are just converting into kilo voltage square into 100 by X capacitive, by the X capacitive, right? We can find it out as also 0.48 square, 0.48 square into 1000 by 0.4543. We get the value of this is around 507 kVAR, kilowatt ampere reactive. Okay. Yeah, once after finding out, we can find out the X filter, X inductive reactance also. But before that, what in this particular item, what we are going to do was we are going to do the evaluation for only the capacitive components only the capacitive components only. Okay. Now the what will be generally the 507 kVAR, the availability of this may not be there in the market. So for the reason we can go for a whatever the available kVAR Instead of this 507 is 7 is very peculiar number, we can round it off to higher side or lower side. Okay, we have considered, by considering the available capacitance in the market, they have considered in that 540 kVAr. Okay, they have considered a 540 volts. This is one of the case. The other case is we can go instead of instead of going about a 480 volts, we can go for a higher voltage of 600 volts also. Okay, we can, instead of going about designing of the capacitor bank size of 480 volts, we can go for a 480 volts also, 600 volts also. Okay, if you consider 600 volts, we get around a kVAr of 792 kVAr, the reactive power of the kVAr, which becomes as 792. If we consider the kVAr is of 540, the capacitive reactance will be, the X cap will be, what we get is the value is 0.4267 ohms when you consider the 540 kVAr. Okay, now we got the capacitance value. Next is we are going to compute the filter reactor size, maybe the reactance element also. We have the inductive reactance, right? We are going to find out, after finding out X cap, we have to find about the XL. XL is equal to X cap by H square. We can 0.4267 by 4.7 whole square. This way we can do it out also. We'll get about 0.0193 ohms. And the L value of the fundamental, which will be about XL times of fundamental of 2 pi, right? This way. The L value which we get is 0.0512. 0.0512. Okay. Now with this values of L also, we can compute the frequency, which is of the L and the combination of this particular capacitance also. With that, FH is equal to, we can find it out as 1 by 2 pi square root of LC. We can know the L value and we can find out the capacitance value. You can just verify it. What is the resonant frequency with respect to the passive filter combination? It is going to has to come by the coming it or not, verify it. Okay, yeah. Apart from this, we can once after finding out the C also, we know the C value also. We know the FH of 4.7 also. We can find out the value of the L also. Okay, value of the L. With that, we can find out the value of L and C. Especially, we designed the filter to improve the power factor as well as to eliminate the fifth harmonic. But especially this capacitor, when you're talking about the capacitor bank, there is some standards which need to be verified, especially this particular standard, which says about the standard for a shunt capacitor. The capacitor bank which is connected over a delta, but it will be a shunt. Okay, especially this particular capacitor bank, while we are going to design, we need to verify some of the duties, some of the values, because the capacitor bank which is there is, apart from the power factor improvement, it has been used to eliminate the harmonics. In that case, we have to verify this. The applied voltage across the capacitor is the maximum is 110%. of the rated RMS value, of the rated value. Now the design which is considered is the voltage is around 480 volts. While designing the capacitor bank, we consider it 480 volts. In that case, we can apply the 110 percentage of volt. Why? Because why we need to consider, why we need to evaluate the duties of the capacitor is because the load current in the capacitor is the fundamental current, and the fifth harmonic current. In that case, especially when you take about the fundamental, it is obvious. It is within the limits also. Applied volt, the voltage which is built across the capacitor. Okay, but when you are allowing the fifth harmonic current, whether the applied the charged voltage across the capacitor is of the 110 percentage or not, we need to verify it. And also the peak voltage should not be exceeded 120 percentage of the rated peak, including harmonics, but excluding the transients. But excluding the transient is allowed is very shorter duration. You can we may not be considered also. Then is the 135 percentage of rated nominal RMS current based on the rated KVR and the rated voltage. Based on the rated KVR and the rated voltage, we have to apply the RMS current is 135 percentage. So the rated KVR should be 135 percent. Rated means 135 percentage of the rated KVR can be loaded on the capacitor bank. We need to verify these duties. In order to verify these duties, we have to evaluate. We need to evaluate what is the fifth harmonic current which is going to flow. When we have the fundamental duties also need to be evaluated. Fundamental currents, especially when we are fundamental current, how much is it is going, and how much is the fifth harmonic current which is going to flow, and we need to evaluate the fundamental voltage with the fundamental current. What will be the fundamental voltage with the fifth harmonic current? What will be the fifth harmonic voltage? With that, we can have to calculate the total RMS current, and then we need to evaluate the fundamental voltage drop across the capacitor, and also the fifth harmonic current voltage drop also. Okay, these are the things which we need to calculate. Okay, yeah. Firstly, what we do was, in order to verify the capacitor duties, especially capacitor duties, in order to evaluate the capacitor duties, we will try to verify, we'll try to evaluate the fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities are fundamental quantities, quite quantities. Yeah. In order to find out the current, we'll try to find out what will be the filter reactance. The filter reactance which we are going to get, it is the modulus of XL minus X capacitance. These are the fundamental values only, which we are going to get about. Why we are trying to evaluate the filter reactances in order to calculate the fundamental current. Okay, we get over here by considering the values of modulus of 0.19, 0.0193, 0193 minus of 0.4267 and 4267. You get about the current is the reactance is equal to 0.4074. With that, we can find out the current, because we need to take about the phase voltage. So we can find out the kV by root 3, the kilovolt by root 3 by the fundamental reactance. This one, which we get out is be 0.48 by root 3 by 0.4074. We get the value is we get a current which is of 680.3 amperes. 683.3 amperes. We are evaluating the fundamental quantities, especially across the current, across the filter, across the capacitor itself only. There is a current which is going to flow with the across the capacitor also. Now the line-to-line voltage across the capacitor bank, the VLL of the capacitor will be of root 3 times of IL and then the capacitive reactance, which we get it is a 502.8 volts. Okay. By finding out this particular, we try to find out what will be the fundamental the kVAR which is supplied by the capacitor. Now what the value will be, which is going to come as a root 3 times of, because we have taken the line to line voltage, so we can go for a root 3 over here, root 3 times of I1 current, the capacitor current, and then the VL. We get about 592.4 kVAR. 4 kVA. This is about the fundamental reactive power which is loaded on the capacitor bank. Next, we have find out about the fundamental quantities. We try to evaluate the harmonic quantities also, especially the harmonic in the sense like especially the fifth harmonic currents, fifth harmonic currents, and then the voltage, and then the what is in the passive filter. In the passive filter, the fifth harmonic current is going to flow this way from the load also. So we need to find out what will be the fifth harmonic current also. The harmonic which has been given is 25% of the load fifth harmonic current. Load fifth harmonic current is 25% of the fundamental current. We'll try to evaluate with respect to fundamental current. What we get was the IH current, which is equal to per unit of IH. It is obvious like the per unit only. With respect to the fundamental is 25%. Then is equal to kVA of the load by root 3 times of the kV, which we get about is 0.25 into load kV is 400 by root 3 into 0.48, which we get is 360.8 amperes. Yeah. This is about the fifth harmonic current. There is a fifth harmonic voltage will be applied across this, because we have the source side also there is a fifth harmonic voltage. Okay, so that is the reason like we need to evaluate the fifth harmonic current from the source side also, because the source is also contributing the fifth harmonic current apart from the load. For that, we know about the fifth harmonic voltage is 1% of the fundamental. There is obviously this reactance is also there. The transformer is having the fundamental reactance. For this fifth harmonic voltage, what will be the current which is going to flow? We need to evaluate that, especially for the fifth harmonic voltage. What is the fifth harmonic current? Okay, For that, we need to find out the XT reactance, transformer reactance for the fifth harmonic, and this reactance, the passive filter reactance, overall with respect to the fifth harmonic current, fifth harmonic reactance. So the XT fundamental, the transformer reactance of the fifth harmonic, the transformer reactance. First, we find out the fundamental. How much we get? It is the per unit impedance of a transformer into kV square by kVA of a transformer. The kV of a transformer, right? We get about 0.06 into 0.48 square by the transformer rating is of how much is the transformer? It is of 1500 kVA. We can write down as 1.5 MVA. It should be over here. We express this value as MVA. Okay. Now we get about the value of this is 0.0092 ohms. The transformer reactance of the fifth is a value of H times of XT fundamental. Is it right? What is the H is nothing but the fifth harmonic frequency of by FH by FM. It's simple, like we're going to divide by this XTF by the fundamental. We get about only the fundamental values. Then we are multiplying with the FH. We get the value of this will be 0.0461 ohms. Now the capacitive reactance of the low of the passive filter is equal to the X cap of the fundamental of the passive filter by the H. Okay, it obviously we get about H because the frequency component will be of 1 by 2 pi Fc, right? Xc value is of 1 by 2 pi Fc into C. This way it will be there. So the H comes the number of the harmonic component H this way. We know this reactance, the capacitive reactance is of 0.4267 by the value of 4.7, right? We get about a capacitive reactance for the fifth harmonic, right? We are going to evaluate for the fifth harmonic. We get the value is of 0.0853 ohms. Okay. The XL reactance of the fifth, it is about all a passive filter, right? These are about all the passive. These are about the passive filter component, passive filter reactances. Is equal to H times of the XL value, which is of 4.7 into XL value is 0.0193. We get about 0.0966 ohms. Now, with the fifth harmonic voltage, what will be the fifth harmonic current which is going to flow? So, the fifth harmonic current from the source will be the fifth harmonic voltage, the fifth harmonic source voltage by the reactance of XT, the transformer reactance, minus of X capacitive fifth plus XL of fifth. XL of fifth. This also transformer is of fifth only. And this particular curve, source voltage, which is of fifth, we are going to divide by this is root 3. We are going to find out the phase wise, right? The phase current. So the fifth harmonic voltage, which is of with respect to the fundamental, we get about the 0.01, 10%, sorry, 1%. 1% is of the fundamental is 0.001 into, it should be into 480 volts. It is of kilovolt, right? We get about 0.48 by root 3 into something like this 1.0461 minus 0.0853 plus 0.0966, which is equal to 48.34 amperes of the fifth harmonic, which is going to the passive filter. This fifth harmonic current is derived from the fifth harmonic voltage of the source. Okay. Yeah. We find out the fifth harmonic current, which is of the fifth harmonic current, which is contributed by the source, which is of 48.34 amperes, and total fifth harmonic current which is going to the passive filter is IF of source and the fifth harmonic current of the load also. Total these, one is the source, one is the load. The source of fifth and this is of IL of 5. So we get about this particular current is of 360.8 plus 48.34, which comes, the value is 409.19 amperes. We got the fifth harmonic current. Once we evaluated the fifth harmonic current, we can evaluate the voltage across the capacitor also. Voltage across the capacitor, which is of the root 3 times of H total, that is this fifth harmonic current. We can find out, right? Maybe the notation, maybe I'm not exactly following it out. You can make out, you can understand it, what I'm doing it also. Then the X cap of the fundamental capacitor reactance by the value of the H, because we are finding out the fifth harmonic voltage across the capacitor bank. It is root 3 times into 49 point, when you got it this one, right? Why we are finding out the across the capacitor the fifth harmonic voltage, this equation. Okay, then into 0.4267 by the H value of 5 is about 60.48 volts. These are the values which are very important to us in evaluating the capacitor duties. Yeah. One thing is, we just have to come to the stage where we need to verify the capacitor duties. Capacitor duties, which are the peak voltage, which should not be greater than the limit is up to the peak voltage is 120%. You can see over here 120% of the rated peak voltage, right? And then RMS voltage will be 110%, and the RMS current which is to allowed in the capacitor is 180%, and then the kVAR rated, it should not exceed more than 135%. We are going to evaluate these capacitors. Okay. Now we try to evaluate what will be the total RMS current. The total RMS current which is flowing through the Yeah, we are going to evaluate these duties, the capacitor duties. Okay. See, we find out if you take about the RMS current, we find out the capacitor fundamental current, and then the capacitor fifth harmonic current also. Fifth harmonic current also we need evaluated. So we need to find out the IRMS current. IRMS current through the capacitor will be of the capacitor fundamental square of the capacitor of fifth harmonic square, which we get around is the fundamental current which you have got it is, how much is the fundamental current which we got it is, you try to remember this particular current, it is about 409 with respect to the fifth, 409 with respect to the fifth. With respect to the fundamental, we got about 680.3, 680.3 square, and then a 409.19 square. We are finding out the current, which is about 793.9 amperes. Now we can evaluate the RMS current, which is of 793 by the rated current. How much is the rated current which is to flow? The rated current which is allowed is, how much is the rated current which we got it is across the capacitor? Yeah, that is 680.3. 680. Just a minute. No. The capacitor rated is 649, right? We have just have did a miss. We will go to the next over here. Yeah, especially we didn't do it, right? Yeah, here we need to do it. Actually, with this, the reactance, the capacitor reactance, we need to evaluate the current, the rated capacitor rated current is the kV by the X cap, which is of 5 not, which is of no, here should be kVAR, right? Is correct. Yeah, it is of 480 volts by 0.4267. 0.4267. This actually we forgot over here. Why we didn't evaluate the current. Here what we get is our 480 by root 3, we need to do it, right? 480 by, just a minute. You can do the other way also. Instead of doing this, we can try to find out the kVAR, right? Yeah, 540 times of the kVAR by root 3 into 480 volts. This way also we can find out. We get around 649.5. The applied voltage by the 540 kVAR, I mean 540 kVAR by the applied voltage across the capacitor. We get around 649. So we were supposed to take here, which is of 649.5. We are going to evaluate the duties here. We get around 123 percentage. The RMS current. Okay, this part is over. We have evaluated it. It's very within the limits of the prescribed standard of IIT. Okay. The RMS current is 135, right? It should be 135 or what here. This is expressed it as 135 percentage. I've written it wrongly. Just a minute. The RMS current to be allowed is 135 percentage. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is 123 percentage. Next, we'll try to evaluate the peak voltage across the capacitor. The peak voltage across the capacitor. This value, which we got here, it is line to line voltage we got across the capacitor fundamental. Plus the VLL of the fifth one, which we got here, the voltage across the fundamental voltage across the capacitor is, just a minute. Yeah, we got here, it is 502.8. The other one voltage is the fifth harmonic voltage. We didn't compute it over here. We didn't compute the fifth harmonic voltage. Just a minute. We didn't do it, or we just come out this one. Yeah, the fifth harmonic voltage is 60.48. 60.48, right? So, which is of 502.8 plus 60.48. These are the RMS values of the individual fundamental as well as fifth harmonic. We are computing the capacitor peak value, which we get here. It is 563.3 into root 2 volts. The peak voltage, which is of 563.3 into root 2 by the capacitor voltage, will be 480 into root 2. Right, which we get, it is 118 percentage. It is also well within the limits. Next is we try to see about the RMS voltage. How much is the RMS voltage? The RMS voltage across the capacitor will be is equal to VLL fundamental square plus VLL 5 square, which we get over here. It is 506.4 volts. 506.4 volts. We can try to find out the value. 506 by 480 volts, which we get here. It is 106 percentage. 106 percentage. Next is kVAR rated, which is of kVAR capacitor. We try to find out the kVAR of the capacitor, right? It should be of root 3 times of IRMS total, that is including the fundamental as well fifth harmonic, apart from and then VRMS total. We know that the RMS current is 793 and the RMS voltage is 506. It is root 3 times of 793.999 into voltages of 506.4. Here, I mean, I will try to give about this one also. 502.8 square plus 60.48. Yeah, this value which we get here, I mean, see, yeah, fine, you can go it. No problem. We get around this 696 kVAR. 696 kVAR. You can find out this value. 696 kVAR by what we round it off, the value is 540 kVAR. We get is 129%. See now the capacitor bank, which is when you're allowing the harmonics, all are within the limits. If it is not the case of all the limits, what we need to do it? In that case, we need to redesign the, if there is any violation in these particular limits, then we need to redesign it. We need to consider the increase the capacity. We consider one, right? What we consider was we have increased the capacitor reactance, the capacitor reactive power, which we have taken it is 540 kVA. Okay, maybe if the values are very high, in that case we can go with decrease or increase, and then need to evaluate again this kind of the procedures, and then we need to consider, we need to evaluate these duties also. Okay. In the next class, there are some other points which is to be discussed. Once after evaluating the capacitor rating limits, we need to evaluate the frequency response also. Okay, there are other points which need to be discussed. I will discuss those points in the next class. Okay. If you have any doubts, we can ask.